Started working with a family in poverty. Are you recording this because this is going to be a long one? Yeah, you might want to have to record them. So I started working, I was pastor, I'm retired military, so I was pastoring a church, started working with some families in severe poverty, and began to see the real obstacles and challenges it was for some to climb out of poverty. It wasn't that they didn't want to work, but just where they were in a rural area, and they had some real issues. So it led me to ultimately leave the church, and I went to work with an inner city ministry for a while. I was frustrated with that ministry simply because I felt like it was keeping people perpetuating poverty. It wasn't really helping people. The same people were coming back month after month, and what I wanted to do was take people who I knew had gifts and abilities and equip them to be able to take care of themselves. That's right, you know. So I thought, well, as a Christian, that's the best thing I can do is help people understand what their gifts and abilities are and become independent, and they can take care of themselves and their families. So I took my life savings out and invested that in starting this, not knowing if it would ultimately be successful or not. But God's been very faithful and blessed us immeasurably. So we're starting our 6th year. This is the 5th year celebration, anniversary, and we're taking the opportunity to highlight where we've come, the lives that have been changed. I was not interested in starting a nonprofit for the sake of having starting a nonprofit.
I'll be around for lunch tomorrow.
Thank you, brother. See you. I was interested. I said I'd start a nonprofit for two reasons. One was that it wouldn't duplicate what somebody else was already doing, because there's so much duplication in the nonprofit world. But the second thing was it had to be transformative in its nature. In other words, somebody couldn't start our program and finish our program and be in the same place. They had to be a different person. Or otherwise, I'd have to ask myself, well, why are we doing this? You know, we're just playing some kind of game. And I was not interested in doing that. So I said, there are people out there that need it, that want to work, but for whatever reason, they have some type of barrier that keeps them from doing it. That barrier could be a lack of skills, it could be a lack of connections, it could be just a whole host of things. And so we said, we're going to start where they are, we're just going to unpack life with them, we're going to figure out what, and we're not going to do it for them, but we're going to teach them how to do it and equip them with that, and then but we're walking alongside of them. So it's very relational. So one of the things I'm always quick to tell our students is, look, I don't have all the answers to life's problem. I'm still trying to figure out my life, you know. So what I tell them is, though, so I'm not trying to make them like me. I kind of put it this way. I came in contact with a God who loved me in spite of who I am, and so I want to love and has loved me in an undeserved way. And we're going to start off by loving them in an undeserved way. So all it is if you want a chance to do something different, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you want to take charge of your life, then come here and we will help you do that. But we tell them there's absolutely no shortcuts to success. You know, you have to do the work. You have to make the changes. You have to do what it takes to be successful, or the world will just pass you by. You know, and you know that. I mean, we know that. So I'm trying to give them access to a world that perhaps they've never had before, so they can go out and do great things for their community and for their families and for their lives. There's just we can talk about it all day, but until you enter into relationships with broken people with no judgment, just say, okay, we get it, you're broken, I'm broken, let's start walking together, we're going to figure this thing out. That's all we're about, is helping people get to a better place in life.
Do y'all just service Montgomery area?
We actually have expanded into Birmingham. We're in the Woodlawn community in Birmingham. We will actually service, we provide bus passes for our students because transportation is a barrier lots of times. We will take anybody in the surrounding area. It's just outside of the city of Montgomery, they have to provide their own transportation because we don't have a way to get them back and forth. But we'll take anybody who can actually get here every day. We don't care what city they reside in or anything like that.
And what is your ultimate goal for this program? Like, where do you want to?
My ultimate goal, and I'm steadily working towards this, is I would like for one day that anybody in the city of Montgomery who says they desire a job and is willing to work for it will have the opportunity to get that job. Because there's some who don't, or there's some who do but they're not willing to work for it. So I want to take anybody, regardless of their circumstances, I don't care if they come out of prison, I don't care if they have addiction issues, and say, if you want to change your life, here is a place to come to make it happen and give everybody in Montgomery hope that there's always a pathway for me to change my circumstances.
So the jobs that y'all service for the students, are they certain types of jobs? Or do you
they're all over the map. They're typically entry-level jobs because most of the people that we have, that's their skill set. However, if they have experience in if they have experience in construction, if they have experience in welding or some of the other skilled trades, we can actually get them, we can put them in better positions. But most of the time, the people we have, they just had trouble showing up every day on time. They just had trouble with just some of those basic things, and that's what our internship program does. It allows them, after they've gone through 7 weeks of training, we put them in a 3-week internship, and they get the chance to go and prove that, hey, I can come every day, I can be on time, I can have a great attitude, I can have a great work ethic. I will show you that I can be valuable to your company. And lots of times our people get hired just because they go in and they show, hey, I'm going to make you hire me. I'm going to make it where you don't think you can afford to be without me. I mean, that's kind of what we would like them to do. It doesn't always work out.
I haven't had employers that have been skeptical of hiring people from this program.
Yeah, well, there's no requirement to hire, and we've had people that we do internships, and internships are unpaid. It's just instead of coming, it's still part of the training. Instead of coming to class, they just go to that job. But we want them to see that our students are some have the potential to do great things. We don't want them judging them from where they came from or the fact that they've not been successful to this point in their life. Because there's all sorts of reasons it takes people longer to be successful. So we're like, get rid of the judging, just evaluate, have them come in your place, watch them every day, and then make your determination. We've had very few people who did not work out on their internships. Now everybody, like I said, the company may say, I can't hire anybody right now, but it's a small family-owned business. They might say, well, I can't afford to hire anybody. That's okay. But they'll give them a good recommendation. They'll serve as a reference for them on a resume. They will help them in other places. So they still get that training. They still get the relationships, the networking, and all that takes place in the relationships.
Okay. So have you been happy with the success rate from your students so far?
The answer to that question is happy. Our success rate right now, from what we start with, is less than 50% graduate. I would love to get that higher, and we're doing everything we can without compromising standards to get that higher. Of those that graduate, though, we keep 80 to 85% of the workforce, and I am pretty happy with that. And our recidivism rate, people who commit a new offense or go back to jail, things like that, have been minuscule, like 4%. Okay. So those are the statistics I'm happy with. I would love it if every class we started with, we could graduate everybody. But, we drug test. Sometimes people don't stay clean. We have to dismiss them. Sometimes people have attitude adjustments. They just want to keep doing what they're doing. They still want to stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning and then come to class and can't stay awake, those kind of things. Again, they don't want to change their behavior. And so we give them all the chance in the world, but then at some point we have to say, you would be fired from a job. And so we can't just keep going and letting them and excusing the bad behavior. We're looking for them to change. If they're changing and still make mistakes, we have tons of grace and mercy for them. The problem comes in when they continue to do it over and over and over and they're not changing. And that lets us know they're wasting our time and we're wasting their time. They're just not ready for whatever. And even then I tell them, you got to go. I love you, but you got to go. And when life breaks you down, and it will, and you get really ready to change, come back. We'll take you back. We'll start over again. But we're not going to go down a path where you continue to behave the way you do because you're never going to be successful out in the workforce. And we don't want you wearing our name because we're trying to have credibility with our name that says, you know, I don't want to send somebody to an employer and they say, well, this is like anybody, I can just get off the street. And then they're like, well, what's all this about Ministries? But we had a staffing agency come in today. We had 9 interns. They interviewed all 9 and said, we're going to have no problem getting them in work. So they said it's amazing what they saw in our students. Great attitudes, they were prepared, they were dressed well, they spoke well, they knew how to interview, they knew how to shake hands, look at them. They were just very impressed. And so that's what we want. We want to say, hey, they're doing the work. We're just coming alongside of them and guiding them through, giving them the information, giving them the know-how. That's the excuse me, that's the relationship. And we want to maintain a relationship with our students even after graduation. We encourage them to call us back. If they get a promotion at work, or they get a new job, and they're excited, or they have something exciting happens in their life, they get married, we want to share that with them. We want to continue to be